Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to be talking all about value, but we're going to do it in reverse, right? So we're starting with a mid-tone piece of paper and we're going to draw using white, but then, so look at your value scale. You've got your whites kind of making it light, and then this is your mid-tone here, and then your dark values. So what you can do at the end, once you've kind of sketched it out, is add in some more dark values. So the way to do this is you just start by sketching in your pumpkin. And the nice thing about pumpkins is that they're pretty forgiving to draw. Like, you basically want kind of an organic looking shape, and you can use a reference for this. I'm not right now, but I generally think it's good to use a reference, or to actually draw from life is good. So, so you kind of start with, your basic shape. I add in the stem, and then I just section it off. And just, again, like, as long as you get the basics, it's gonna look good like a pumpkin, right? And these lines are going to go back that way. So they're doing the same thing that's doing, right? They're going back out like this. So this would be a great project to assign if you're a teacher and you want a good project for fall that teaches a lot of concepts, but it's a little bit different than just drawing, graphite on paper. If you're a homeschooler, this is a fun thing to try this time of year with your student. So I just start with a really light pencil sketch, and I need to sharpen it, but this is a Prismacolor in white. And from there, let's look at the value scale, right? So generally speaking, your highlights are going to be here because, of course, it depends on the lighting situation, but let's say this is sitting by a window. The light is coming up and over, so it's going to hit up here. And then this part will be more in shadow. And then these areas here are recesses, right? Like where there's crevices actually in the pumpkin. So generally they'll be darker because the darks will recede into space. And so to do this, just think about the direction of your line as always. You want your directions to be, you don't want to just be going all in different random directions. You want your line direction to kind of mimic the object. I talk about that a lot in my videos. So if you've watched my videos before, you'll be familiar with that concept. So if you are looking also to do more stuff with pumpkins, I have two things for you. I have a pumpkin playlist, which I will link in the description, and I also have a resource for drawing pumpkins. So if you're looking for something to work on that's kind of guided, with mostly with pen and ink type stuff and with jack-o'-lanterns, I will link to that as well. So this is already starting to kind of come together pretty nicely as just a quick sketch. And then from there, let me show you what happens when you start adding in your darker values, right? So your darker values will start making it kind of come alive a bit more. So this I'm going to do is just a quick sketch just to show you here on YouTube, right? So you can do this pretty quickly, right? And if you want to add other colors to it, you can do that too. So maybe you want to come in with, something a little bit different. Like I was adding purple here, so I'll show you that. So the purple is also kind of like a mid-tone. Like I'd say value-wise, it's kind of like over here. Right? So you could do something like that. We could add in some blue. Let's add some blue right up here. What do you think? I kind of like that. And then let's make this a little bit, so as you can see, I didn't press down on my lights very much yet. I'm not that bright yet. So let's add a couple little highlights. So maybe you add, just a few, and then it starts to look pretty good. So this is the general idea with this. So this is a little bit more finished where, the lines are a little bit more blended together. And then this is just a little bit more looser. So let me know what you thought of this in the comments. If you're new, please subscribe. And if you are returning, when you like the video and leave a comment, it really does help get it out to more people. So if you enjoyed the video, please, please like the video. I appreciate that so much. Okay, see you soon.